The English Restoration of 1660 marked the return of the monarchy after the turbulent period of the English Civil War and the Republican Commonwealth under Oliver Cromwell. With the coronation of Charles II, England re-established the monarchy, stabilized governance, and initiated cultural and political transformations that shaped the nation's future. Following Cromwell's death in 1658, the Commonwealth faltered due to political instability, economic difficulties, and military unrest. The monarchy's restoration was facilitated by negotiations led by General George Monk and prominent political leaders who sought to balance the king's authority with parliamentary oversight. Charles II, who had spent decades in exile in France, was invited back under the terms of the Declaration of Breda, which promised amnesty for former enemies, religious toleration for Protestants, and respect for property rights. The Restoration monarchy reinstated the Church of England, though it faced ongoing religious tension with Catholics, Puritans, and other dissenting groups. The Clarendon Code, a series of laws passed during this period, reinforced Anglican dominance, restricted nonconformist practices, and reflected the monarchy's attempt to consolidate authority while managing diverse religious factions. Politically, Charles II navigated a delicate balance between royal prerogative and parliamentary power. Though he initially avoided the authoritarian tendencies of his father, Charles I, he sought to influence legislation and maintain loyal support among nobles. Parliament, in turn, gained experience, asserting authority over taxation, military affairs, and public policy, continuing trends from the earlier Glorious Revolution and Civil War. Culturally, the Restoration era witnessed a revival of the arts and intellectual life. Theaters reopened after Puritan closures, literature and poetry flourished, and scientific inquiry gained momentum with the establishment of the Royal Society. This period also saw advances in navigation, commerce, and the early growth of the British Empire. However, the era was not without crises. Conflicts with the Dutch over trade and naval supremacy led to the Anglo-Dutch Wars, while ongoing fears of Catholic influence and succession disputes foreshadowed the later Glorious Revolution. The Restoration ultimately reaffirmed the monarchy within a constitutional framework, blending traditional authority with parliamentary checks. Charles II's reign stabilized England after decades of civil strife and created conditions for cultural flourishing, political negotiation, and the development of modern English governance.